you guys, you're here with Mark D, Vaping. Today we're going to do a review on the Aspire Atlantis and some Plume Potion, and they're both from Vapor Lab in Louisville, Kentucky. The juice is really good, the tank's really good, so let's go on down and take a look at it. Okay, so you can see on this big airflow right here, I think the coolest part about the airflow is you can also adjust this ring. Let me make sure you can see this. Adjust the ring and close it down to what you want, or you can just go and choose one of the pre-drilled holes. So okay, so let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the tank. Okay, so you want to grab your glass here, you unscrew the base from here. Alright, so here's your coil. Your coil screws in, just like the Nautilus, almost the same thing. So we're going to take this off. Here's your coil. The coil is a lot wider on these than the other one. It's almost like the BDC, the BVC, the mini Nautilus coils, but it's just bigger and you got a bigger coil in there. Alright, and then you can see down inside of there, that's where your coil makes connection with the bottom, that your 510. Okay, so here we have the top of the Aspire Atlantis. The problem with this that I don't like that they've done with this, if they have press fitted this glass into the top of here. They give you two glasses, which I'll show you in here, but I have a feeling you're probably going to need them. I have a friend that's actually crushed one of these by pulling it out, but it's kind of hard to get that out of there. They're press fitted pretty tight, if I don't break this one on camera. You know what, I'm not even going to take that out. I'm just going to leave that in there, matter of fact. That's the one part about this that I don't like, is this press fits in there and I feel like it's way too tight. But you know, that to each its own. Somebody might think that that's good. I don't think it's a good thing, but it is what it is. So okay, so we got the drip tip. I'm not too fond of the drip tip. To me, it's all about comfort, but that's why they make it, you know, removable. You know, I think it looks really good, but you know, I just don't like the way that it feels when I'm using it. So that pretty much shows all the part of, you know, the tank here. And when you put it back together, you just want to be careful not to cross thread your coil. You screw your coil back in first. We'll go ahead and fill it up so I can show you how to do that right here. So see where this is? This is your channel. That's your airflow channel. So when you go to fill it, you fill beside the airflow channel and the glass. So you only want to fill it up to the lower part right here, this airflow channel. So we'll show you. We'll use some of this Plume Potion from Vapor Lab. This is some good stuff. I'm actually going to do, at the end of the video, we're going to talk about this too. All this stuff came from Vapor Lab. Let's see here. They were gracious enough to give it to me to review. Good guys. Vapor Lab in Louisville, Kentucky. Alright, so let me show you here. And this is also this tank too. I've used nothing but high VG, 85% and even 90% VG juice. It's had zero problems wicking it, which no other tank that I've had with replaceable coils has been able to do. Even the Nautilus had, you know, I was getting dry hits off of that with high VG stuff. And the flavor out of this is amazing, absolutely amazing. I was kind of put off when I heard about sub-ohm tanks, because any tank that I've had that's had rebuildable coils, that I've built a sub-ohm coil in it, it just wasn't very good. So right here we're gonna fill it up. And like I said, you just want to go right up to the corner of that, and not anymore. If you do go over this, it's going to come out through the top here, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. You're just going to have a little bit of a mess on your hands. So let's see here. That's probably about enough. You could keep going, but so you just want to get it right up to the top of there. Then we're going to take this here and we're going to drop it in there. Be really careful to not cross thread at all. You're going to tighten it down. And you definitely don't want to over tighten this either. Right when you get it to where this seals and you see the plastic is sealed, you're good. See, it just stopped right there. You don't want to give it any more of a crank down, because you'll strip out your threads. And then there we go. This stuff is actually, this coil in here, it's good. I mean, for a coil that you don't have to rebuild and you can just put in and go, it's good. It is. I like it better than I liked my K-Fun, and when I used a K-Fun, I was all about it. So that's pretty much it on the breakdown of the tank. Let's show you what else you get in this packaging. So you lift this out of here, and this is where your spare coil and your spare piece of glass is going to be. We'll move this out of the way. That's it on the package here, but we'll go ahead and get into this part of it. Here's your extra piece of glass, which I have a feeling people are going to need this. Almost just from when you pull it out. Like I said, I had a friend that crushed his from just pulling it out. Okay, so this coil, people are getting anywhere from, you know, I want to say 2 weeks to a month, but it really just depends per each coil. The person, the kind of juice you're using, the amount of nicotine. There's many different things that can make this coil go bad. Sometimes you just get a bad coil, but I haven't seen a lot of that on these. Aspire's pretty good about, you know, putting out a decent product. So, again, these came from Vapor Lab. They're a good company. They're $49.99. We're going to take a look at some of their juice, which is some really good stuff. It's the high VG, and it's really meant for dripping. But I've used it in this tank, and this tank handles it. So go to Vapor Lab, pick up some juice, pick up a tank. Good people, good times. All right, let's stand up and take a look at it, vape on it, and all that. Okay, so I just showed you guys the breakdown on the Atlantis. So let's see some vapor production. For a tank that's not a rebuildable tank, you get a lot of vapor out of this thing. I'm running it right now at 26 watts. Anything over 30 watts, I start to get a dry hit. Anything below 20 is, it's just not doing it. You know, for me, it's not doing it. This is a nice tank. I think this, for me, I like to use it to go to work when I'm in the car. You know, I don't have to drip and drive and almost run into everybody that's at the stoplight in front of me. I really, really like this tank. I do. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I do like it. So, you know, that's pretty much it. It's a good tank. Go pick one up at Vapor Lab. Let's look at some of their juice now. I got 5 of their juices. It's all Plume Potion. We're going to go through it. We'll vape it. We'll talk about it. You know, juice is subjective, so what I like, you might not like. And I don't like all juice, but this is a good quality line. Or I wouldn't have it in the video. I wouldn't review it. So I'm just trying to turn you guys on to something you may enjoy. So let's take a look at the juice, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here we are with the Vapor Lab juice. We have 5 different juices sitting here. I'm not 100% sure if you can see them all, but we have them all sitting here. And this is the Plume Potion. So let's see. We're going to start with the Alchemist Brew. This is, let's see here, the Alchemist Brew. Let me see what I can smell here. It's supposed to be yogurt, graham cracker, and fruit. I smell a lot of fruit. I do smell the yogurt. I do know on this, let's see here when I hit it. It's good vape. It's definitely good. It's got a lot of vapor. Me, I'm on the first inhale, I'm getting yogurt and then the fruit, and then at the very end I get the graham cracker. Like almost when I think that the flavor is supposed to be gone, I get like this graham cracker flavor. This is a really, really good juice. This would almost be something I could vape this all day. I actually really enjoy that one. Okay, so now let's go to Gaia's Blessing. All right, here's the Gaia's Blessing. This is almost like, kind of like a mother's milk. It's got like a strawberry, a good crisp strawberry, almost like a strawberry candy in a way, and then I'm getting the cream towards the back end. But it's really good, and it's all high VG, so you're getting a lot of vapor out of all of it. You got to watch what you put it in. It's not just going to go into any tank. It's better to put in a dripper, but you can see I'm using it in the Atlantis, and it's working like a dream. This stuff's actually real good. I could do an all-day vape on that also. Okay, so here we have the Clown Venom. Let me tell you what we got here. I smell berry. I smell venom, or berry and venom. Yeah, I smell berry, and I smell berry, melon maybe. I'm getting berry, melon, a little bit of sweetness at the end. Kind of like, it's a good vape. It tastes like berry and melon to me. That's kind of what I'm getting out of it. Alright, here we have Promised Land, and this is, let's see here. This is like a peanut butter butterscotch is what I'm getting out of these. child-proof lock, you know, it keeps me out of them. My son could probably get into them easier than me, for real. All right, let's see here. I'm smelling a lot of peanut butter in it. I get a lot of butterscotch, and then on the back note, I get the peanut butter, and it's good. It's really good, especially on like a cold day outside. I don't know about in summer as much, but for me, that would be something great on a cold day. So now we're gonna move to HD2. This is a honeydew cucumber. It's more of like a summer vape. I don't like cucumber, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm getting honeydew like at the very beginning. It's the first thing that hits me. Honeydew. Then when I blow out, I'm getting a little bit of the cucumber and a lot of sweetness. Generally, it's a good sweet vape. It would be something that maybe if you were having like a drink in summer, this would be perfect with that. All these juices are really, really good. They're all high VG, which I like that. High VG juice is really hard to get certain notes to come through, to get any flavor to come through. And I think they've done a really, really good job with these. This is something I would buy, would vape every day. Vapor Lab is a good company. I feel like, you know, they put a lot of time into what they do and a lot of energy, and it shows in their juice line. This is just, you know, this is just my take on it. I don't want you to go buy it and be like, you know, oh, I don't like it, da-da-da. You know, go with what you like. You know, I don't like every single one of these 100%, but it's all good juice. None of it is bad in any way, and it all has good multiple notes of flavor. In a few of them, you know, in some higher juice lines, I don't like, you know, one or two of the juices. In these, there's 4 of them that I could vape. I could see myself vaping daily. These front 3, I would vape all day, every day. I would be happy with, you know, any one of these, paying, you know, the 20, I think it's like around 22 a bottle, something like that, which isn't, you know, I've seen, you know, juice go upwards of $30 a bottle. So it's right there in the price range, is good. So there you go. You know, it's good juice, good price, good people. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Go see the guys at Vapor Lab in Louisville, or you can hit them up on their Facebook. We'll put links below for all that and in the description. So, all right, you guys, you all take it easy. See you on the next one.